Despite a monstrous run and the entire internet screaming meme coin super cycle, memes have been taking an absolute beating during this last week. Some of the best traders I know are down millions of dollars on memes particularly. So in this video, I'm going to look at some analytics and dashboards to show you exactly the way that memes are trending. We're going to look at some tokens that if they do bounce back, then maybe these would be good ones to keep on your radar. And I'm going to show you how if the trenches get hot again, if memes get hot again, how to take most advantage of this at the end of the video, because BullX just had a massive upgrade that will allow you to really get an edge in the trading game. But that's going to be at the end of the video. We're going to look specifically at what is up with the meme coin market in this video. So right beside me, I have some pretty advanced analytics that I just want to quickly look at, and then we're going to look at some more controversial stuff. But this is new addresses particularly. There's 82,729 new addresses created yesterday to trade on Smellsfunn. And so this is really downtrend from our peak of 100K plus per day for a while, even the beginning of February. Now we had some down days, and it's not far off of what we were really seeing even in the last few months. Obviously, we had mania for new addresses in November, but there's a couple of more analytics to look at. Another analytic I like to look at is the graduated tokens, because these are the ones that really can make money. Sometimes they'll graduate, meaning they get to around a $90,000 market cap, and then they go straight to zero. And sometimes they go to a couple 100,000, sometimes millions, sometimes multiple, 20 million, 50 million. Well, as of yesterday, there's only been 263. That's actually as of today. The day before that was 663. But if you look in like the last month, I mean, that's like half of what we are getting on average. So there's a lot less tokens that actually do anything as of the last few weeks and the last few months. I mean, look at this chart. It kind of makes it a little bit more clear. Graduated versus total tokens launched on Smellsfunn. And if you go based off the graduated versus that, I mean, it's at an all-time low compared to the start of January. Now, with all that being said, I want to look at some takes on this that I think are interesting. Specifically, I'm going to start with somebody pretty controversial, and that is Beanie. Beanie, if you've been around for long enough, you know who he is. I won't kind of go into that. It's more so important to read this take. So originally, he's talked about meme coins being a bubble and that all bubbles pop. Some arguments about NFTs being only up 2% of the crypto market, digital real estate, and chronically online are being related or repeated. It could still go higher. Basically hit 500K floor, but it's not early, paying at a $1 billion valuation to be in a cult. So he's talking about there's still time to get out, because he did this tweet in October, which, by the way, if you're in memes in October and you've been trading memes till today, you should be up a lot. So honestly, if you took his original take, it was a really bad take. But he's saying now it's still 80% off peak. These meme coins are trading for infinitely more than the actual value, which is zero. The bubble has popped, but like many NFT market, it takes years to fully deflate. But deflate it will, maybe a dead cat bounce. I want to talk about this a lot more, but kind of just explain this a little bit. I think it's more so the fact that there are so many different communities or so many different coins. If you look at last cycle, we had Doge, we had SHIB, and we had a couple of others. We had SafeMoon pop up, a couple of other random tokens, which I know that wasn't quite a meme. This cycle, there is like a new meme with a new community like every single week, or every day really, but every week you kind of have a big one. So it's not enough liquidity going around to me to actually support all these token narratives to be multiple hundreds of millions of dollars in market caps. Now, and that's kind of what D says here. This is another interesting take. D says, fresh meat this cycle is a bunch of Zoomers with $100 to their name. Most will get rugged once or twice, lose it all, go back to Fortnite and Twitch streams. The other fresh meat will be buying ETFs, not your bags. So obviously a lot of these influencers are kind of getting burnt out on the meme coin market, because it's like almost you cannot believe in anything anymore. Like, even just a few months ago, if you bought something with a good narrative, good strength, good community, then the price would go up, and almost inevitably after days, weeks, months. That's not really the case, because capital is rotated. They see like major influencers going in on one token, everybody buys in, and everybody sells at once, or you get wrecked on the way down. And that just kind of is a rinse and repeat. Now, of course, there's still people like Murad that has these insane price targets for these strong cults, during this market. So do you go with somebody like Murad that just like has this unwavering conviction and huge expectations for the market, or do you go with one of the other influencers like Deez or Beanie? Well, all I have is an opinion for you, which is that Bitcoin is near an all-time high. Altcoins have not gotten any love this cycle. I hope that they do. But one of the arguments is that meme coins really took away from the alt cycle because that's where money flowed in. We're also not seeing a lot of new money enter the system. So in my opinion, there is infinitely more reward for believing in something and finding that one thing that you really think has a chance, even if it does go to zero. And then the rest, you should stay liquid and just fight the market, be part of it, be part of the hype. At least that's my plan. So my plan laid out very clearly is the fact that I don't know if this is the case and this is a bubble, which I think it is a bubble too, but I think it's too early to say that it's a bubble right now. But if it's the case and it goes to zero, I mean, I will take a 0 over a potential 10x. Then I would take, you know, just keeping my money in my bank account, depending on the allocation. The rest of it is simply staying liquid. That means like, just stay in Solana or base, whatever you're trading on, and hold that for hype and conviction plays that only last a day or so. If you can tackle these, which I post these all the time in my Telegram, I have YouTube and Twitter subscribers that I try to keep a group going at all times. Hit a really good one the other day. I made like 2 SOL in like 30 minutes and I posted it in real time. But this is not an alpha group. That's just like my personal group that I keep up to date with this type of stuff that's in and out, because it's too risky to go out here, put a video on something that by the time I record the video and upload the video, the thing's dead. Although I did do a recent YouTube poll that asked you guys what kind of content you would like to see, and you basically voted for new coins. That was the vote. If you still have an opinion on that and you haven't voted on it, let me leave down below what your vote would have been if you made it this far in the video, whether it would be new coins, news and events, or whatever my other option was. I'll leave it up here on the screen. With all that being said, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you are going to stay in the game, you are going to continue to trade, I really believe in BullX, and I want to spend some time going over the new features because I honestly have been loving these, and this is how I've been able to profit. If you need a code for this, you can only get it per partner, which I am one of those, but that doesn't mean this is a sponsored video. This is genuinely my favorite trading tool. I reached out to them to ask if they'd be willing to partner with me just on giving out codes and affiliates and all that, which is when you click the code, obviously I get a kickback. With that being said, I really believe in this platform. One of the recent things that they updated was, here's their whole list, but they made a hypervision. This hypervision is faster than the other version. So this is compared to Photon's trading bot. And you can see the bot, the right one is the BullX, and just how cracked it looks. It's going a lot faster. And you can see that in real time too. So if I go to like hyper right here and I click on one of these that's actually like has like volume right now, which maybe these don't, go to that 1 second candle and it is in a lot more real time. Now this is again volume, there's been no volume in 5 minutes, so this is a bad example, but basically, I mean, as soon as there's a buy that goes through, it detects the buy and the thing just moves immediately. So I've been really liking this. One of my other things that they updated that's like really, that I've really been enjoying is the Twitter tracker. You'll soon be able to curate your own following for this tracker, but this allows me just to be able to keep up on a different tab, Twitter news from people that are influential. That way, if Elon tweets a picture of a dog or a hedgehog or whatever it is, I can have it in real time right here. This is a new feature that a lot of alpha groups make you pay for, but it's automatically just in your BullX, which is completely free as of right now. I say as of right now. I don't know if it's ever going to be paid. I'm not sure if they're going to try to make upgraded features for the curation or how they're going to work that out. But as of right now, what you're seeing right now is completely free. And yeah, they did a couple of other things like being able to snipe migration. So if you see tokens migrating, like let's say these two, which these are kind of manipulated, very manipulated. So I'm not going to, what is this coin center thing? Let's see what this is in real time during this. Here's the Solana address for Coin Center. Who is this? This is Niraj Argwal, Com Center at Coin Center. Okay, so what is the Solana address? So this isn't like the token, this is the address. I wonder if somebody is able to this is going to be a real-time trade possibly. It really just depends on, okay, so let's go ahead and try, see there's two of them, 80%, 62%. We're like guessing here on which one's actually gonna rip. 39 holders, 3 holders. So we're gonna snipe this one. Let's try to snipe 0.2 of this and hope that we don't get rugged in real time. So we're gonna do 0.2, we're gonna do a 0.025 pre-O fee, 0.025 bribe. That way we try to get it through. Unlimited slippage. All right, let's use 0.2 on migration. Let's see if we lose this. Oh, did it go? So you didn't miss anything. Thankfully, that coin got rugged before my buy even went through. This is real time why the trenches are being cooked right now, because basically insiders are able to get in, maybe get the sell off, but ultimately it's full of absolute rugs. Look how many of these coin centers, they're all different, that all rugged right after migration. Pretty pathetic to see. I mean, 100% ownership. You see all the red flags here. So yeah, this is a coin that if there's just one of them and it wasn't as heavily manipulated or sniped, then maybe it would run. Like this one's at 1 million, but I mean, what are the holder? What's the holder count? 100 holders. Yeah, just rugged in real time. Did it rug in real time? But yeah, you're kind of getting a glimpse of why the trenches are absolutely cooked right now. With all that being said, I've already given you the, don't buy this token, by the way. I've already given you the prompt for what I want you to leave down below. Is basically, I want to start making content more. I want it to be more consistent on YouTube, because I post all the time on Twitter, but it's not videos. I really want your opinion on what you would love to see, and I'll see you guys next time.